All right, folks. Tony Doles here. Another rant. Watching the impeachment hearings, folks, and the Democrats, of course, we all knew they were going to vote to go ahead and impeach President Trump. We knew it, but understand this. Trump isn't getting impeached. They might have voted to impeach him, but it's still got to go before the Senate. The House of Representatives votes. They vote to have him impeached. They kick it up to the Senate. The Senate reviews it. If they feel that he needs to be impeached, then they impeach him. Well, the Senate is Republican controlled. They're not going to kick Donald Trump out of office. Understand it, folks. Understand it. I've already had a couple Democrat friends, text me up and say, hey, look here, Trump's gone. No, he's not, folks. Same thing happened with President Clinton. The difference between President Clinton and Donald Trump is this right here. Let me tell you what the difference is. Donald Trump might have said, grab her right by the pussy. But President Clinton stole a broad's pussy. He raped a broad while in office. He raped her, beat her up and raped her. Guess what? They put him, just the Republicans try to do the exact same thing as Democrats did, except they were a little more, a little more legal about it. They followed the rules. And they kicked it up to the Senate. Senate shot it down. They let Clinton continue on being, a pervert and president. So Donald Trump, look, with all of his faults, with all of his mouth, all this other stuff, he does a good job for our country. And I was listening on C-SPAN, which I'm watching right now, C-SPAN right now. And people were calling in. They had some folks call in on the show. And Democrats and Republicans, and all of them are saying, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. There's no way that should have passed because the evidence is not there. There's no evidence. And they're trying to say high crimes. What is he, Adolf Hitler? Adolf Hitler sat there and killed 6 million people. What has Donald Trump did? Talk shit to the media? Really? That's a high crime now, talking shit to the media? Come on, folks. Well, that's what's happening. So, now we wait for the Senate. That's all we can do. Now we wait for the Senate. This was a big waste of money. Listen here. $25 million was spent on these hearings. $25 million. Guess who pays for that? You do. I do. The rest of the taxpayers in the United States pay for that, right? And why isn't anybody sitting there saying that what Donald Trump is trying to do is bring this country back together and make it strong again? People want to fight against that because they want to believe every single thing they hear on the news, on the social media. They want to believe everything they hear instead of researching it themselves. I don't know. But I guarantee you this, the Senate ain't passing that. So this is a waste of $25 million that we got to pay for somehow. So our taxes are going to go up a little bit more. Yeah. You're welcome, Democrats. You're welcome, So I don't know. These fucking Democrats, man. I don't get it. And millennials. That's another thing. Millennials. Are they the dumbest motherfuckers on earth right now? This is what happens when you take ass whoopings of your kids out of the equation, right? They feel entitled. They feel that they can just fucking do anything they want and not respect anything, or, and they ain't paying attention in school and they ain't learning really about government. When I was in school and we did government classes, we had to learn about the government. Not only the Republican side, also the Democratic side, the independent side. We had to learn what it meant, So they don't teach that shit anymore, folks. Nowadays, what these teachers do nowadays is, they try to teach the kids only the Democrat side, especially here in California. California is a Democrat-controlled state. Shitty state it is, though. We got poop maps because we got people shitting on the street so much, It's disgusting, really it is. Now we got guys shitting in grocery stores. Imagine going buy yourself a bag of chips, grabbing a hold of it, and get a handful of crap. That's just how it is. Drugs are here in California. It's just a ticket, and then they can't really give the tickets to the homeless people sitting there in possession of hard drugs because they can't pay for it. So they call that discriminatory. You're discriminating against them because they can't pay for it. And there's many, many more things. You can publicly camp on the sidewalks. If you're crapping on the streets, that's fine, but you got to pick up the dog crap if you're walking your dog because you'll get a fine if you don't. I don't know. A lady's husband tried to fight off some attackers with a gun that he came into his house. He came into their house. The attackers came into the house with a gun. The dude tried to fight him off. He was a coach, and he tried to fight him off. He had 6 children. They gunned him down. Now imagine if he had a gun himself. He wouldn't have been gunned down, folks. He wouldn't have been gunned down. That's what gun control is. Gun control is taking away our right to defend and protect our families and ourselves and our property. Understand that. That's a Democratic issue as well. And Democrats right here in California, it's a Democrat-controlled state, as I said. So that's exactly what happened to this gentleman with gun control. So there's so many issues here, folks, that we need to worry about other than fucking impeaching a president for nothing because he don't like the media. That's what they're trying to do. He's spoke out against fake news. He's busted these Democrats out on their lies and corruption, and they don't like it. And that's what's happening. It's not that he's done anything wrong. It's that he pulled the curtain back. He pulled the curtain back and exposed these motherfuckers. And now they're like, holy shit, we got to get him out of office before he exposes more. Like crooked Hillary Clinton. I want you guys to do something. Look here, folks. If you follow my page and you're watching this, do this. Look up Hillary Clinton body count on Google. Google that. I ain't gonna say nothing else about that. Hillary Clinton body count. She's killed 46 people or had him killed. 46. Well, with Jeffrey Epstein, 47. But anyway, fact of it is, the Democrats have been exposed. Bill Clinton going out there to Jeffrey Epstein's island 26 times, which was a rape island. That's where they raped underage girls and boys at that. He went there 26 times and said he never had sex with any of the girls, even though he was impeached. The vote was before the House, and they voted to impeach when he raped a woman in office. But he never had sex with these underage girls. 26 times he went out there to Epstein's island. Come on, folks, you blind, stupid, what? Democrats, what's your problem? What's up? What's the issue? So anyway, I don't know, folks. This is just fucking... makes you want to punch someone in the face. You know what I mean? Makes you want to go grab a Democrat and punch him in the face. That's what it makes you want to do. You know what I mean? They're so stupid, and they're doing every single thing they can to disrupt and destroy our country. Do you understand that? You are letting terrorists, Democratic Party right now is terrorists, socialist terrorists in this country. You are letting them disrupt our country by keeping them in office. Vote them the fuck out. November? Bye, motherfuckers. See ya, Tony Doles told you, hey, you know what? If you want a socialist country where, motherfuckers are free to come in and rape your daughter, and beat your wife and shoot your husband, vote them back in. Vote back in Democrats. Let's get some more destruction to our country. If you want a country where you got a good economy, you got jobs, you got, lower taxes, you got higher Social Security, if you want that, hey, come on back with the Republicans, folks. Come on back with the Republicans. And let me tell you, be a better world, because California is an example of the Democrat utopia. Bunch of filth, disgust, homelessness, poverty. That's what's happening in California. And it's a Democrat-controlled state. Proof's in the pudding, folks. Tony Doe told you. For Republican.